As for his thoughts, James Brayshaw was unavailable for comments, while BT was last seen roaming the GABA, working on ways to say Carlton are still in it. Welcome back to AFL from LA. I'm your host, Cindye. A few things I learned this round. Nick Newman really doesn't like Lachie Neale. Jack Buckley really likes Isaac Heaney. And Western Bulldogs going 2-7 in elimination finals under Bevo and having one of the most talented lists in the comp? Let's get to it. Ken Hinkley's farewell tour kicked off in Adelaide on Thursday night before a crowd of 50,000 Port Adelaide faithful. The 12-year veteran did not disappoint, ripping through a blistering set that included classics, Long Bomb to Nowhere, and Turnover Town, before bringing the house down with his signature heartbreaker, Straight Sets. Speaking after the show, an emotional Ken thanked organizer David Kosh and sponsor Pepsi Max for their ongoing support of the Never Tear Us Apart, except maybe in finals tour. He then extended his thanks to Port fans who had to endure multiple power outages during the 2-hour spectacle. Kashi, meanwhile, confessed he was considering extending the tour for another 2 years, just to be sure. Sam Mitchell has apologized to Hawthorn fans for the club's grueling 9-year gap between finals wins. Essendon fans responded with a collective "F you," while BT insisted Carlton are still in it. 5 grand finals, 4 flags, a bottoming out, and a rebuild in 16 years just isn't good enough, admitted the Hawks coach. We're striving to do better. Luke Beveridge, meanwhile, denied that a missing persons report had been filed for superstar Marcus Bontempelli. The Bont mysteriously went missing during the Dogs' 6-goal drubbing by the Hawks, leaving fans scratching their heads and Kane Corns bagging Ginnivan for being out on a Thursday night. The Hawks travel to Adelaide next to face Port Adelaide. Not sure if they'll be holding up the cup in September, but one thing is for certain. It won't be another 9 years between finals wins for the Hawthorn Footy Club. Sorry, Bombers. Michael Voss has admitted his strategy of spotting the opposition a 10-goal head start in a final may have backfired. Channel 7 commentators, meanwhile, were praised for their Never Say Die broadcast, bravely continuing their Carlton fan podcast right up to the final siren. 8 quick ones and they're right back in it, declared James Brayshaw, while BT praised the Blues' willingness to kick the ball and try to score. Asked about Nick Newman's report for decking Lachie Neale, Vossy confessed he missed the incident as he had been busy scanning the crowd for potential car thieves. He then stood by his decision to play the Carlton casualty ward before assuring Blues fans that the lid would once again be well and truly off in season 2025. As for his thoughts, James Brayshaw was unavailable for comments, while BT was last seen roaming the GABA, working on ways to say Carlton are still in it. And if you're enjoying the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and maybe even say good day in the comments. In the Battle of the Bridge, the Giants took flight. Hogan's boot, what a powerful sight. From long-range launches, Jesse hit his mark, while Sydney's stars seemed lost in the dark. Papley flexed, but it went astray. Toby laughed, keeping Cindye at bay. Hayward talked trash trying to fuel the flame, but Cadman's big boot kept the Giants in the game. Heaney soared high, fans gasped in awe. Mark of the year, they cried, jaws on the floor. Then Warner, Goulden, and Papley as one decided it was time they joined in on the fun. The Swans pulled a rabbit right out of the hat. Jason Dunsell shouted, "How magic is that?" Down by 21, things were looking grim, but the Giants got wobbly. Cindye jumped in. Now Kingsley's record, perfect no more, while Cindye have opened the prelim door. Giants v Brisbane sell out at NG. Will the tsunami rise? All eyes on Toby. Toby 1, Toby 2.